am on the other side of this. Like, we've been divorcing now through this process for a whole year. And, you know, it's caught up with what I had to do. So, like, emotionally, I feel like I'm ready to be done with it. I'm ready to heal, ready to move on. But, you know, here comes a reality show. So here's the part of my life where it gets interesting. I'm done with the divorce, but I had to deal with it, all the darkness on camera.
So y'all, it's official. Porsha Williams might be packing her bags. The same $7 million mansion she once bragged about, the one that symbolized her new life after all that Real Housewives drama, could be slipping right out of her hands. And the reason? Bad credit. Yeah, I said it. Not the haters, not Simon, not Bravo, her credit. After months of silence, the truth has finally spilled out.
Divorcing now through this process for a whole year. And, you know, it's caught up with what I had to do. So, like, emotionally, I feel like I'm ready to be done with it. I'm ready to heal, ready to move on.
The bank reportedly rejected Porsha's refinancing request. And without that approval, her ownership dream is turning into a foreclosure nightmare. Now, this isn't just another reality star losing money. This is about pride, image, and the consequences of a lifestyle built on shaky ground. Because when the glitz fades and those bills start showing up, even the biggest TV stars get hit with real-world problems. So, how did it all go so wrong for Porsha? Let's rewind, because the story behind this mansion meltdown is messier than anyone expected.
I want you to record in the house?
Yes. So I did.
But it was your house?
Yes, our house. So, I mean, I know he's explained it 1,000 different ways online. He has documented our entire divorce on the Simon Show online, and then I have the Housewives, I suppose. But yeah, there is paperwork in place that would make it a marital property 50-50 split. Outside of that being enforced, it is a premarital property or whatever.
To really understand this whole situation, we've got to go back to where it all started, that whirlwind romance with Simon Guobadia. Remember when Porsha shocked the entire Real Housewives of Atlanta fandom by announcing her engagement to Simon, the ex-husband of her castmate Phelan? The internet lost its mind. People were calling it betrayal, a plot twist straight out of a Bravo script. But Porsha didn't care. She was glowing, smiling, and flashing that massive engagement ring like she just won the Super Bowl of love. Within months, she and Simon were planning 2 lavish weddings, one American, one Nigerian, dripping in gold, diamonds, and designer everything.
Just because you're going through a divorce doesn't mean you hate someone. I hate actions, I hate lies, I hate a lot of characteristics, but I love the person, you know, and I would never wish harm on anybody. And at the end of the day, I know that he's her person, he's a slithering snake. He's gonna find his way out of it. I'm sure he'll be fine.
It looked like a fairy tale, at least on Instagram. And when Simon handed her the keys to that huge Duluth mansion worth about $7 million, everyone thought Porsha had officially secured her happily ever after. But here's the thing most folks missed. The mansion was in her name, but the mortgage wasn't. That little detail, it's what's haunting her now. Simon told the court that Porsha didn't have an income when they got married. No Bravo checks were coming in, no major hosting gigs, no steady pay, nothing. So he made her a deal. He'd let her live in the house for free for 36 months. No mortgage payments, no bills, no stress. That was supposed to be her time to rebuild her financial independence. But y'all know how fast 36 months can fly when life's good.
About me and my fans do respect, I'm transparent. So even though it didn't turn out the story that I wanted to share, I still was open with what I had.
One moment you're sipping wine by the pool, the next you're getting letters from the bank asking for proof of income. Simon covered everything: the mortgage, utilities, maintenance, even claiming it cost him around $50,000 a month just to keep that mansion running. That's $500,000 a year just to live there. And at first, Porsha thought she'd be fine. She had her TV fame, some brand partnerships, and a new chapter ahead. But when the marriage started falling apart, so did her financial safety net. By the time the divorce papers hit the table, that 36-month grace period was nearly over, and the question became, could Porsha actually afford the life Simon built for her? So here's where everything went downhill. Porsha was supposed to refinance the mansion in her own name once that grace period ended. Simple, right? Except when she went to the bank, they said no. According to court documents, the bank rejected her application because her credit score wasn't strong enough to qualify for a mortgage of that size. And remember, this isn't a regular home loan we're talking about. This is a luxury property, with payments rumored to be around $50,000 a month. The bank needed to see proof of consistent income, strong credit, and financial stability, but reportedly, Porsha didn't have any of that at the time. And here's the kicker. Simon had already testified that he was done paying. No more mortgage help, no more utilities, not even a dime toward maintenance. He told the court that Porsha was fully responsible now. So when that rejection came through, it wasn't just a denial, it was a financial death sentence. Now, sources say Porsha tried everything to find a way out. She allegedly called in financial advisors, spoke with new lenders, even explored selling the property. But the timing couldn't have been worse. The housing market slowed down and luxury buyers weren't biting. And the worst part? Everyone in Atlanta's high society circles knew what was happening. Word spread fast that the bank said no, and Porsha was left scrambling. Imagine the humiliation. The same house she used for photo shoots, events, and bragging rights was now a symbol of instability. And people started whispering, did Porsha live beyond her means? See, here's the truth. When you're living that celebrity lifestyle, the designer clothes, the first-class trips, the big parties, it's easy to forget about credit scores, debts, and taxes, especially when someone else is paying the bills. But the moment that support disappears, everything comes crashing down. There were even reports that Porsha had trouble keeping up with smaller expenses, utilities, staff wages, and taxes on the property. Some insiders claimed she was selling jewelry and downsizing her cars just to stay afloat. And here's the twist nobody expected. Simon didn't even flinch. He told the court straight up that he wasn't coming to her rescue. No spousal support, no financial help. He even suggested she sell the mansion if she couldn't afford it. Cold? Maybe, but legally, he wasn't wrong. By mid-year, foreclosure notices started surfacing online. Rumors said the property was being reviewed by the bank for delinquent payments. And while Porsha never publicly confirmed it, the signs were there. She went quiet on social media for weeks. No mansion selfies, no poolside posts, none of that glamorous content she used to love. Fans started asking, where's the house? And when she finally appeared again, it was in a much smaller setting. Plain background, no lavish decor. That's when people knew something had changed. Behind the scenes, insiders say she was heartbroken. That mansion wasn't just a house, it was her proof that she'd made it. It represented a new chapter, a fresh start after years of public heartbreak and TV drama. But now, it's gone. The foreclosure process reportedly moved fast. The bank listed the property for sale, and Porsha had no choice but to move out. What made it worse was how public it all became. Bloggers, gossip sites, even other Bravo stars were commenting. Some threw shade, others showed sympathy, but everyone had an opinion. And through it all, Porsha stayed mostly silent, a move that spoke louder than words. Because sometimes silence isn't peace, it's defeat. Losing that house wasn't just about money, it was about pride. For Porsha, who spent years building her name in the reality world, the mansion symbolized power, success, and independence. She'd gone from a woman criticized for chasing men with money to someone who finally had her own castle. But when the bank slammed the door, it shattered that image. It forced her to face the reality that fame doesn't always equal financial freedom. Sources close to her say she was devastated, crying at night, avoiding friends, and blaming herself for not being more careful. She reportedly said she felt embarrassed and exposed, especially knowing her fans would find out. And honestly, who can't relate to that? We've all been there, trying to hold on to something that once made us proud, watching it slip away piece by piece. Her family worried about her emotional health. Even though she tried to stay strong for her daughter, Pilar, people close to her say Porsha struggled behind closed doors. She's used to cameras catching her best angles, but not this. Not the tears, not the uncertainty, not the moment she had to pack boxes and walk out of her dream home. And yet, maybe this loss will be her wake-up call, because sometimes losing everything you thought you needed is what pushes you to rebuild for real. Now here's the million-dollar question. What's next for Porsha Williams? Some insiders say she's planning a comeback, a fresh project, maybe a new show or business venture. Others think she's taking time to reset, to get her finances straight and her life back in order. Whatever the case, this chapter has changed her. Once known for her confidence and flair, Porsha's now learning a lesson most celebs try to avoid, that luxury can disappear overnight, but your name and work ethic are what really last. This situation isn't just gossip. It's a mirror for a lot of people living flashy lives with quiet struggles behind the scenes. It's easy to judge, but think about it. How many of us have tried to look okay while barely keeping things together? For Porsha, the mansion may be gone, but maybe that's not the end. Maybe it's the beginning of something more real, a version of herself that doesn't depend on men, fame, or image to feel secure. And knowing Porsha, she'll turn this pain into a storyline, a lesson, or even a new business move. Because say what you want about her, she knows how to bounce back. But this time, the comeback won't be about designer gowns or luxury homes. It'll be about redemption, rebuilding, and finally proving she can stand tall on her own. So yeah, she lost the mansion, but maybe, just maybe, she's about to find herself again. And when she does, I promise, everybody will be watching.